Did you see Trump not knowing the difference between fentanyl and opioids? Wait, I didn't. Link me. I don't. Wait, isn't fentanyl an opioid? Like opioids are like a class of substances and fentanyl is an opioid, or is that not true? I don't do these drugs. Or are they just both downers? Yes. Oh. Fuck you guys then.
It's
Which is a bigger problem in our country, would you say?
opioids.
Bigger than alcohol.
Oh, for sure. I think that's one of the biggest problems.
And
Like,
compare that to fentanyl.
I hate this guy, dude. He literally doesn't know anything about anything. He is a fucking retard. He's so stupid. Sorry, let me listen to the whole thing. Maybe he is.
In other words, oh wow. So why would you do it?
I wouldn't. That's why I don't.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But it's crazy because that's what alcoholism is. I think it's that it trumps the why.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and it just you don't, and you just go to. It's like so. That's why they say that it's cunning, baffling, and powerful. That's what they say about alcoholism, and it is. It's
Which is a bigger problem in our country, would you say?
opioids.
Bigger than alcohol.
Oh, for sure. I think that's one of the biggest problems.
And
Like,
compare that to fentanyl.
oh yeah, well that's the problem is people are making fake opioids because they can't afford real ones, or they're just getting them off the street, and then they put fentanyl in them.
Yeah. Fentanyl's like laced into everything now. It's horrible.
It's horrible. Yeah, they found some in a baby rat.
I guarantee you that if you were to ask Trump what laced means, he would have no fucking idea. He's just like, I heard it on Law and Order SVU 40 years ago.
Trump's a pretty dumb guy. But I've never seen, I don't know why reporters don't do this. I feel like if I ever interviewed Trump, this would be like the entire interview.
Just quizzing
And
him?
I don't really know why. Yeah, I don't know why his opponents in debates have never done this. It's like, why not just give him some quiz questions? Hey, Trump, you're a dumb. Tell me who's the leader of Iraq right now?
Kamala
Like, you're talking
Harris,
about the Middle
please. I know somebody listens to my stream who is tangential in the farthest way is connected to her campaign. That absolutely needs to happen at least one time. Please have Kamala Harris ask, yes, Donald Trump, who is the president of Mexico right now? Or just one question like that. Right. Where is Brussels?
Like you could ask him like,
what does NATO stand for?
Like, hey, you lowered taxes during your administration. What did the top rate go to?
No,
like,
that's way too precise. Well, actually, wait. I would say careful. You don't, because that might be the one question that he might know, just because he might pay the top.
Yeah, you have to pick a question. There's no way he knows.
Well,
right?
no, careful, but one that he
shocked.
should know, not one that there's no not like what was the capital of Tajikistan in 1840? I don't even know if it's a country, right? But it has to be something that he should know. He absolutely should know, and he absolutely doesn't know. That would be
Well, it's just the thing is almost any. I feel like if I was like helping Kamala debate prep, it's like, look, Kamala, he's only going to bring up like maybe 6 things, right? The whole time. Each one of those things, here's like a question you should prod him to answer. That should be relatively basic, but we know Trump doesn't know the answer.
I want to know what the 3 branches of government are and what they're supposed to do. That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
That's a civics question. Did you hear his response? I don't know if you watched my stream. When I think he was doing some EU speech or some bullshit, and somebody asked him if he was concerned about the fall of like Western liberalism.
Yeah, and he started talking about like liberals in an American
context. He started literally talking about West Coast liberalism, like San Francisco and LA. Like he started bringing this up. Yeah. Apparently, he had that debate a long time ago. We didn't know what the nuclear triad meant. Yeah, but
yeah, and I really don't know. I don't know. Because I've never seen a member of the media do this. I've never seen any of his political opponents do this when confronted with him. But it seems like it would be so illuminating just to be like, hey, Trump, point out Israel on a map. There's no way he could do it. There's a 0% chance he could point Israel out on a map. Like, give him a zoomed-in map of just the Middle East, and I don't think he could point out where Israel was.
Probably, yeah.
But I don't know. I was wondering why you think that is. Like, is it because they feel like it's rude, like you don't want to be rude to a presidential candidate, or like because it seems obvious to me.
I mean, maybe it might be a rude thing and you come off as aggressive. It might be also that maybe you don't want to set the standard of getting quizzed, because I could totally imagine that people might think that you should know things that maybe it's not fair to expect somebody to know, but like maybe now you start getting quizzed on things and it's like, like, do you know what the name of the current prime minister of Denmark? I don't even know if Denmark has prime minister. Some bullshit like, and now you get fucked. I don't know. Yeah, I could
I
see it
guess
like
so,
just
but
being a bad
that's why
standard. Yeah.
you got to keep the questions like real basic. Obviously, you caveat. Look, it's not reasonable to expect the president to have an encyclopedic knowledge of literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
But those questions you just mentioned, like, hey, who's the lady that just won the presidential election in Mexico? Like, it's right next to us.
Or even
Every
like,
president should probably know who the president of Mexico is.
I think even basic civics questions is fine. I think. Yeah. But
Basic civics questions,
yeah.
like I don't know, like you said, what are the roles of the three branches of
Yeah.
government?
What are the role?
their
What are the three
names?
what are their roles? What are they supposed to do? Yeah.
Who is the second president? Just see
True.
if he knows what the answer is. I don't know. Yeah, I was curious about that because it seems like an obvious thing to do, but I've just and everyone seems to know Trump is a fucking complete doofus. But yeah, for some reason it never comes up. Quizzing people on basic shit like that. I think I saw it happen once. I want to say this was a controversy in one of the Obama-Hillary debates in the 2008 primary, where one of the moderators actually did kind of aggressively quiz Hillary Clinton on like who's the ambassador to this or that, and she didn't know the answer, and I think the moderator took a lot of flack in that debate. I don't think it made her look particularly bad.
Mm-hmm.
It just made the moderator look super aggressive. But like it's Hillary Clinton, like she's kind of a smart, like we just kind of know Hillary's a decently intelligent person at the very least, right? Whereas it seems like with Trump, this guy's walking around must be a below average IQ. I'd be shocked, So I don't know. It
Jesus.
seems pretty wild. What do you think his IQ is, Destiny? I guess the average is 100. Do you think Trump's walking around with a 110 or something? I think he's.
It wouldn't
got a
surprise me
95 IQ.
if he was squarely average or a little below average. As unbelievable as that sounds, I think that's totally possible. Just from the way that I've seen him conduct himself, he's never impressed me ever with any of his knowledge on anything or the way that he puts together thoughts or ideas. Yeah, he just seems to be solidly average or maybe a tad below average. He's not like retarded. He's not like 70 IQ or something, but
I don't know. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying he's what are the categories like ignorant moron or whatever the crazy IQ categories are. But if you told me that Trump's IQ was 95 or 90 or something like that, just like slightly below average or maybe even a standard deviation below, I wouldn't be totally surprised. I mean, this is a guy who, I don't know if Trump is because he touts himself as a businessman. A lot of people say, oh, Trump knows real estate. Like he might be a dumbass with everything, but at least he knows real estate. But like,
does he?
as far as I followed his business career, I don't think he's made much money in real estate. Like I think you can track his wealth, and I think an overwhelming portion of his wealth actually comes from basically his reality TV show shit.
I think that definitely helped. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I saw that like he's made like hundreds of millions of dollars doing things like The Apprentice and stuff like that. Like it's not a trivial amount of his net worth. It's just from basically being rich. Like he is rich and famous, so he becomes more rich and famous.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you add in all the inheritance, there's really not much money left that he could have made from just like independent business ventures. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he's literally got any avenue of life that he is like particularly intelligent on or has good instincts for,
Yeah.
maybe an understanding of like the news cycle or maybe
No.
marketing or
No.
something like that.
No. Well,
You don't think
marketing,
so?
I think, but only because it's kind of like it's an intuitive thing. Like I don't know if he's actually sat down and thought about any of it. I think he just kind of like lucked into it.
That's why I say good instincts. Like I don't think
Yeah.
he's got some technical understanding of marketing, but it seems like he's, he seems to, in terms of controlling the media and the narratives and things like that. I mean, maybe he's just falling backwards into something that worked out
Yeah.
in 2016. But I don't know. It seems like it seems like his strategy in general of just like being really audacious and just dominating the news cycle. I mean, obviously that did work.
Yeah.
How conscious that was, I guess it's hard to say, but I don't know. Well, anyway, I was just curious about that, Destiny. It was good talking.
Have fun. Be careful. Love you.